He found another lover with slenderer thighs. That was when she resolved to become McFeast power pussy. Power to the pussy now. She never would have thought she'd be a TV host, but she really can't do much except for burn the toast. Now the producer from the telly has got everything ready. We're on standby and going in 5, 4, so sit back and cross your fingers and pray, cause here comes McFeast live.
We are in a real floral, feminine, frilly little frame of mind. My word, we could just sit down at our genomes and run up a few pink gingham G-strings for all those poor drag queens in India. Well, you may ask, why this bubbly, frothy, vanilla milkshake mood? Well, it's Fashion Week, and angry grunge is out. No, I tell you, people are over the whole shave my head, pierce my labia sort of thing. What? Aren't you? Should I check? Actually, perhaps I should. I think what's in, my friends, is niceness. So this week in Fashion Week, we're going to be nice. So nice, we make Patty Duke look like an utter bitch. Oh, hang on, sorry. I mean, when I say nice, I don't mean that 1950s John Howard Young Liberal wine and cheese party sort of nice. Because their concepts of nice change over time, don't they? I mean, in the 1950s, nice girls wore pink gingham skirts and thought a clitoris was a Latin sequin. Now, we're reaching a new age of niceness, and it is very, very, very confusing. Drew Barrymore, you know, my friend, the original wild child, she's wearing daisies in her hair. Courtney Love is not only wearing pastel florals, but underwear. It's like the whole world is trying to be Meg Ryan. When you think about it, you know, if Thelma and Louise was being made today, I bet you they would have gone back to their husbands. Forget the age of Aquarius, my friends. We are living in the age of the iced Vovo. But never mind, it's nice, and it's all the fashion. Fashion, what does it mean to you?
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
But this is a fantastic outfit.
No, I'm only a work butt.
But it's great. I mean, it suits, obviously, the job. You're an accountant.
No.
How much does fashion mean to you?
Jack all.
So is there anything you wouldn't wear?
No, not really. Who cares? You got it, flaunt it.
Bubbles.
Don't have it, flaunt it anyway. You don't like it, don't look.
So what have you gone with today?
I'm bloody freezing because I'm wearing shorts.
What made you choose to wear shorts today?
Comfort.
I want to know, what does fashion mean to you?
Don't ask me. I used to work in the fashion industry and I absolutely hated it.
Why was that?
I just realised that it was too materialistic for me.
Well, I wanted to know about how you chose your ensemble for today.
My ensemble, I'm actually, I borrowed this suit off a friend of mine.
Right.
That actually belongs to Mel Gibson.
Oh!
And, I happen to have the same dimensions as Mel.
Will you do a little fashion parade for us?
I'll give you a strut.
Thank you.
And...
Fashion Week. The spirit is willing, but the brass strap is weak. Joining us on the show tonight, dropping into your lounge room, Australian Democrats Deputy Leader Natasha Stott-Despoja. She's going to tell us all about how she keeps herself so nice in that dirty, rotten, scum-filled world of politics. Also, we have joining us to play live for you in your lounge room, Mark Seymour from Hunters and Collectors and Nick Seymour from Crowded House for a little mini concert. But we kick it off with a man, well, if we're talking Fashion Week, he's all the rage. Whether you wake up with him on Triple J in the morning or whether you have a laugh on Friday night with Good News Week, he is the man that we're quite happy to share all his personal intimacies and personal ablutions. Would you welcome the comedy god that is Mikey Robbins. I got a little bit lippy on you there. I know you used to it there.
Rob,
God.
rub harder. A genie pops out of me.
Mikey.
No, seriously, inside every fat man there's a skinny genie trying to get out.
Well, on that respect, Mikey, what's it like to be such a sex god?
Oh, I tell you what. Once, you know, most women will tell you once they've had fat, they never go back. It's a third sexual organ, greatly underrated. Look at that movement. It's like a waterbed with handles.
Has it always been like this for you? Have you always found yourself the centre of such magnetism?
Oh, gee, oh, God, yeah. Yeah. When I was born, the doctor slapped me on the bum, then asked me out for dinner. No, yes, of course it is. Well, it boils down to either me or Kim Beazley as the pin-up boys for the overweight. Kim's been losing weight lately, hasn't he?
I know, he's letting the side down.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the reason why I like Kim, he always makes me feel petite. He's just one of those blokes. Mikey?
Yeah?
Have people always been...
Ow.
Oh.
When you did it and looked so sexy, I thought I'd try and I got cramp. Yeah.
Tell us about your day, Mikey.
My day.
How does your routine start?
Well, I get up at 5. I've got down to a fine art. This is my 7th year on the breakfast show. When I first started, I got up at 4. Then yeah, that's wrong.
Yeah.
That's not human. It's only me, cab drivers, and serial killers up that time of day.
Yeah.
Sometimes the last two are the same. I get up at 5. I have a quick shower. This is fascinating. And get in the cab. My cab driver, Joe. Hey, Joe. He drops me at work, by which time I will have probably read...
Don't you drive?
No, I can't drive. I thought it was more socially responsible when I was 18 to choose drinking over driving.
Right.
And by the time I get to work, I've read 3 major papers. And
In the back of the car?
Well, 1 in the back of the car, 2 at work, and, well, 2 double short blacks helps.
Right.
Because Sam Man brings in his thermos from home. Uma, as he calls it, Uma thermos.
Yeah.
Thanks for that cake, Sandy. And then I do the show. Then there's usually... Well, there's the part they never tell you about in DJ school, the putting away of the CDs, because no one else will do that.
Right.
I'll probably at the commercial stations, they have, naked minions to do it. Yeah. I just try to imagine what John Laws's naked minion would look like.
I'm just trying to imagine what John Law's naked. Anyway.
It's fine, you can't see anything behind the walking frame.
Oh, right.
Sorry. And then, then I have a really ugly confession to make. 4 days a week since the start of this year, I go to the gym. Other guys pump iron, I pump butter.
Now, how are you finding this old gym routine?
I hate it with a passion. I lift stuff. Well, I figure out that 8 or 9 Big Macs is about the same weight as a barbell.
Right.
No, I work out. I go for little power walks around the suburb we both live in.
Yes.
But I never see your place because you're way up on top of a hill. I don't do that.
Behind the big castle walls,
yes.
behind the moat.
Behind
yes,
the moat. Yeah, I've been doing that since the start of the year, and I've lost 10 kilos. Which is amazing, because I can actually lose a normal person's body weight, and you can't, People sit around and go, I lost 4 kilos, I think, God, I could clip a toenail and lose 4 kilos.
So do you feel sexier then, Mikey? Do you feel sexier on radio or on television?
Oh, I'm as randy as hell right now.
You said that, though. You say when you get tired, you get really randy.
No, I don't. I get hungry these days.
Oh, right.
No, well, the nice thing about radio, as opposed to telly, is, look at you. You're a frocked-up goddess. Radio, you can wear the tracky pants and not shave, and, basically... Well, Sandy often turns up at work wearing the same jacket he went to bed in. Why he goes to bed in a suede jacket is beyond me.
So, Mikey, what would you say then? What would you say would be the secret to you staying so relentlessly happy? I mean, what do you want? And can I have some?
I'm actually very sad on the inside.
No.
That's what makes me interesting. Do you find that every time there's a funny person, a comedian, and they say, I'm really sad on the inside, they're not really. They're just shallow people who like to appear deep by saying they're sad. Keep them busy, working.
Have you always been working? Like if you were from Newcastle?
Yeah.
Were you ever part of that, the Newcastle long-term unemployed sort of...
Yeah, I did a fair... But back in those days it was good. You could mail in your dole form.
Right.
That was fun. Oops. Oops. That was a long time ago. My first, I didn't ever tell you my first ever job in Newcastle. I was a delivery boy for a chemist shop.
Oh.
there's a pensioner who needs a painkiller. That's her problem. I'm having fun. Yeah, you give a kid a dragster and a whole bunch of pills in Newcastle, you can make a fortune.
Have people always been so nice to you, Mikey?
Yeah, they're usually scared of me. I'm afraid I'm going to sit on them. No, people can be very, you know. Well, I suppose, you know, most fat people who work in comedy, it comes from the fact that, you know, if you got in the first shot at school, you know, if you picked on someone else first, you know, you'd be okay. So I managed to get through school fairly unscathed. There are about 5 guys now in psychiatric wards who I felt very sorry towards, but it was either you or me, buddy.
And finally, what's Paul really like? Like, is Paul nice? Is Paul nice?
Paul McDermott. Strange, half man, half ape creature.
Yeah.
Paul's done very well when you consider all the personal, psychological. Paul, if you're out there listening, I know you're probably under medication at the moment. Paul's had to put up with a lot in his life. Sexual problems, intense. Personal problems, problems of, you know, dependency on various substances. And
Wild animals.
Yeah, that whole incident at Adelaide Zoo several years ago.
Correspondence with Richard Gere.
Yeah. The goat never phoned him back.
No, all of that sort of stuff.
And the fact that he just, you know, turns up for work is enough for us. We like to just keep him rested. Paul's lovely. Paul's an absolute pussycat. Then again, Paul weighs about 50 kilos less than me, so he has to be a pussycat.
He's what he does.
He's a sweetheart.
Well, Mikey, wish you luck with Good News Week and with the new series that's coming up on Saturday nights replacing H.G. Roy.
Yeah, someone must tell me about that.
Yeah, oh, I must. I will do that. Would you welcome? And would you please thank Mikey Robbins? Welcome, thanks. It feels like the family's back together again. So will you keep the applause going as we welcome with his review, John Hind.
Hello, comrades. John Hind here with just a little bit of a stroll around your ABC, and something that caught my fancy was a subversive piece of British import called Teletubbies. Teletubbies, who amongst other things teach the kiddies how to count.
1, 2, 3.
Well, 3. The number is 3, not free. If you're going to come to this country, you could at least learn the language. The Teletubbies are generally very endearing creatures with their, well, oh-so-fashion week form. Cute, eh? No wonder the kids love them. Though from the back end, they do look like they're wearing a nappy that's, shall we say, perpetually loaded. Oh, well, it's nice to have something in common with the under-3s. Anyway, I digress. The names are catchy.
Tinky Winky, Tinky Winky, La La, La La, Oh, Teletubbies, Hello.
Yeah, good fun, but what's... I wish the damn critters would speak properly. I am particularly thrilled about the inclusion of young Lala. Obviously a little, well, anti-baby perhaps, but still doing as best she can.
It's a present.
She's talking about the present. She's still talking about the present. Just open the bloody thing.
What's that?
It's a lovely decoration for Dipsy's hat.
Oh, it's lovely. That's right, Uncle Dipsy.
It's not embarrassing, but damn good fun. So catch them before someone in social welfare realises exactly what's going on and sedates and institutionalises everyone involved. Teletubbies, ABC, 7:30 a.m. I'm John Hind. Good night.
Here comes our McFeast live.
Thank you, John. And John will be taking us on a little bit more of a tour of our ABC as the weeks unfold. But now, well, we first met our next guest, Natasha Stott-Despoja, as a fresh-faced young senator into Doc Martens and Diet Cokes. 3 years later, how on earth is this princess keeping herself nice? in the rough and ready world of federal politics. Let's find out, shall we, as we give a very warm welcome to Natasha Stotter-Spoyer. We do have the same top on.
Right. Bit of power feline.
Snap. So how are things going, Natasha? I mean, you've been there 3 years now.
2.5.
2.5?
Yes.
Coming up to 3. The election's
Yes.
the anniversary.
It just seems
obviously.
longer.
It does.
A week is a long time in politics. It ages you. So yeah, well, it's budget tomorrow. How do you expect me to be? We're all sort of a bit stressed, a bit exhausted, but it's been an exciting couple of years.
What's been the best thing that's happened to you?
The best thing,
Yeah.
I think actually surviving 2.5 years. I mean, getting in at first was like pretty exciting. Being sort of the youngest woman to get in, sort of smashing that sort of stereotype of what really sort of constitutes a politician. That was fun. Becoming deputy leader was pretty cool. But there have been some negatives along the way too, I might say. So
that was becoming deputy leader.
Yeah.
The negatives associated. That, of course, was Cheryl.
Indeed.
Can we?
Well, if she hadn't left, we probably wouldn't have had
I heard
a
you
leadership.
cried when she left. Was that with sorrow or with joy?
Well, it was with shock. It was with shock.
Can we talk about it? Do you mind talking about it?
That's cool.
Let's talk about Cheryl.
You want to talk about Cheryl with me, or you want to invite Cheryl on the program and have a chat with Cheryl?
No, I
But
want to talk
it was a shock.
Well,
Yeah.
very interestingly so. I mean, obviously your relationship with her had been... What was your relationship with her? I mean, there have been all sorts of things said about your relationship with her.
Well, we had a good professional relationship, but you've got to remember that I get on well with all my colleagues. We have the same political and environmental interests, but that doesn't mean you hang out with each other. You don't sort of go for a beer and be best mates. And I think the media found this really interesting, the idea of sort of two women in politics, perhaps with a bit of a profile each. You know, they sort of smelt, ooh, catfight, you know, that two women can't necessarily get on well. And I thought that was interesting. There was a lot of media manipulation going on there.
You say, I mean, rivalry exists regardless of gender, does it not, in politics?
Certainly there's rivalry and a degree of competition, and perhaps even sometimes within your own parties. But I believe very firmly that women should support each other, especially in the same political party.
Now, who called you a publicity slut, Natasha?
I don't know. I was hoping you'd tell me that. I read that.
Did someone call you that?
No, they didn't.
No.
But it was in the papers that I had been
But then
called
it must have been true.
Indeed, indeed. No.
And so it's not true in the press gallery. It was like for a good article, ring Natasha.
Yeah.
No?
Those words were not. Those words were not said to me. No.
Were they said about you?
No, it was alleged that they were said to me, but no.
But were they said about you?
No, I don't know. I just read that, yes, it was said that Cheryl called me that, but that's, yeah.
Neither here nor there.
Well, but I mean, it comes to an interesting point, though, because I believe very strongly, too, that we should make politics more accessible to people. And that means doing things as crazy as McFeast, right through to, you know, being in the Financial Review or going on Late Line or the 7:30 Report. So I think perhaps in some ways I've sort of pushed the envelope for politicians by doing different media, being involved in different channels of the media, and I think that's important, especially to make politics more interesting.
Well, I mean, we have progressed further than just like shaking hands and kissing babies, have we not?
Mm-hmm. Mind you, you're still kissing Peter Reid.
I haven't kissed him. I haven't kissed him.
I'm sorry, my dear. You are personally responsible for
No,
his
I'm not.
image makeover, and oh my gosh.
Now, Natasha, just because someone's nice doesn't mean
Yes.
their politics are necessarily right.
Very, very right in
I
this
mean,
case.
and just because somebody's politics are wrong
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily mean that they're not nice
That's true.
and necessarily kissable.
That's true. That's true. I have to say that, gosh, you should be in politics.
I think I am.
But it's true. A lot of the people who I find the nicest to deal with, that are the most personable and social, are not always in the same political party or come from the same political perspective. And that's really exciting, that there is an element of friendship and camaraderie that can exist across party barriers, which is good. Not all the time, of course, but it happens.
Did you read the Good Weekend article about Peter Costello this
That
weekend?
he's got to be more sexy.
Mr. Nice Guy?
Mr. Nice Guy.
Is he? I mean, you're in the same club, aren't you? Like, is there a special deputies club, like that you're a deputy?
Oh, that's right.
And he's a deputy, and you and Tim
No,
Fisher?
we just hang out all the time.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he'd consider me in his league. I mean, he's very personable to people when he sort of walks around the buildings. It's, g'day, mate. But I don't know, someone who makes sort of billions of dollars worth of cuts to things that I believe in, I find very difficult to treat him as Mr. Nice Guy. I mean, I do. I mean, there's a little policy problem there, but he's not rude to people. He's generally sort of affable.
Genuinely nice. And how do you keep yourself so nice in all the
You
mud
said
scene?
it. Lots of Diet Coke and chocolate. Stress. So
It is stressful, though.
it is, and it's a lot more stressful than I think I anticipated. I sort of thought, oh, this is going to be this, and Senate committees and speeches and whatever. But there's the politics. The politics is the stressful bit, you know, what people are saying and, you know, who's got the numbers. And it's a stressful profession.
Is it a nasty business?
It can be nasty, but sometimes it can be fantastic. When you change a law that changes people's lives in a good way, or you get them back their social security benefits, or you do something that protects the environment, it's fantastic. It's a rush.
Natasha, thank you so much for joining us, and we wish you luck in the coming election, whenever that may be. Natasha, stop the squire, everyone. Well done. Okay. Right? Right. Mark and Nick Seymour have agreed to play for us live and exclusively tonight on McFeast Live, and they're going to be playing the song from Mark's new album. It's called King Without a Clue. This is track 4, and it's a beautiful song about our hometown in Melbourne. It's called Home Again. Mark and Nick Seymour.
Surely not the place to make a movie. Surely not the time to begin again. But I'm heading down into the town of shadows tonight. It's not paradise, but I'm home again. Well, I'm nervous and drifting like a stranger. Times before, and these disconnected memories are in danger. Using you scares me right to the core. Well, the last thing you said to me cut close to the bone, and I carried it inside of me like some heavy stone. Well, I pray you're alone and you're home again. Yeah, I'm home again. I remember perfect open spaces. I remember running just to meet you there. But I see the desperation in their faces. People whisper, there's fear in the air. Laying low is easy, there's no worries at all. Still it takes a little change to make a telephone call. When the writing's on the wall and you're home again. Yeah, you're home again. Well, I've paid for all my troubles and I've risen to the top, but I'm still living in the land that time forgot. I'm the kind who never knew when to stop, but changes in the wind, ready or not. There's a demolition derby in the garden. They say the past doesn't matter anymore. Well, the future is a secret closely guarded. of faith could ever even the score. Sudden death is soon to be the biggest game in town. You're the antidote to all the grief that's going down. Knowing you were here keeps me around, while my feet are on the ground, 'cause I'm home again. Yeah, I'm home again. Yeah, I'm home again. I'm home again. Home again.
Mark Warren with a McFeast Live exclusive on Budget Eve, where people are already feeling the pinch. Behind me, thousands are being forced to live on the streets, not knowing where their next latte is coming from. Just a moment ago, I saw two short filmmakers ignore health warnings and share a macchiato. These are indeed desperate times. I hope you're happy, Mr. Costello.
Here comes our McFeast Live.
Well, as Natasha said, tomorrow night is Budget Night, and it's our once-a-year chance to watch Peter Costello weave his special brand of magic, you know, pulling figures out of the air, making dreams disappear with just a few words like, oh, funding cut, blah, 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 chop, 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 juggle, juggle, juggle. He'll make it all look seamless. Well, it is Fashion Week. But as one who knows the man, and you know I do, he sweats on delivering that budget just right, like hours in front of the shaving mirror, fine-tuning his lovely warm smile, highlighting the caring with a slight twist to the head with that tiny touch of regret, like, you know, sorry about that, pensioners. Weeks ago he would have decided what he was wearing. Like, the tank top? No. Like the parka with the hood? No. I know, let's chance it with the navy pinstripe. You see, treasurers have extraordinary minds. Like, when you and I look at a sample group of citizens, well, like this gorgeous bunch here, like, look at them, they're beautiful. When you and I look at these lovely people, we see faces, right? Hello. Oh, how you going? But look at these faces. But when treasurers, when treasurers look, they have the ability to see beyond the faces, to merely... Look at you. I'm not seeing a face, I'm Peter Costello, I'm seeing merely a statistic. Isn't that clever? Treasurers can do that. So, like, Peter would know that within this audience, like about 17% of the people in this audience tonight would earn between 15 and 25 grand a year. Yeah? He would also know that 6.7% of everybody here this evening will be dropping out of private health insurance within the next 12 months. And he'd know that 47% of everybody here would spend about a quarter of their disposable income on accommodation, like in terms of rent or mortgage repayments. How's that? Yeah? Oh, crikey, he knows you better than I do. But there's one statistic that he wouldn't even have a clue about, I can tell you that. That when I click my fingers, 7.43% of this audience will immediately start to sing the South African national anthem. No, it's true. Oh, watch. Oh. Please thank the Nida Singers.
Now, people reckon just because I'm a bit scruffy that I haven't got any money. I can't mix it with the big boys. Listen to this. Yesterday, it occurred to me that I don't own any TV networks. So I bought one of Kerry Packer's magazines. It amused me to do so. I paid cash for it too. $3.50.
I am a spouse girl. Let's go.
Hey guys, can anyone think of anything we can do to help the Middle East peace process? It's the state of nuclear reactors in the former Soviet Union that worries me. I mean, how can we stop another Chernobyl from happening?
I don't know. And like, I really want to have children, but how can we in a world that's already so overpopulated?
And surely there's something we can do to help strengthen the repair on the world market?
Yeah.
A few questions that I need to ask. Did Mr. Lindemann invent the cask? How do you tell your left from your right? Do things last longer if you lick and don't bite? All the answers you need to be placated, you won't find by being dehydrated. The solution, sisters, to all you need to know is to keep on drinking lots and lots of H2O. I keep drinking liters every day. All the toxins I will wash away. Plumps up wrinkles, smooths out dimples on your buns. There's just one weeny consequence. Self-induced incontinence. All that water goes right through me. I find myself with a constant need to pee. Please excuse me if I seem a bit unhappy, but I'm an adult with a need to change her nappy. God, I really, really, really need to have a whiz. I wonder if my inner organs know what swimming is. God, I really, really, really need to know. How much more can I take before my bladder blows? If I try, I can sing on more. It's a battle between my willpower and my pelvic floor. The world will turn as an order. All a girl has gotta do is drink her water. Drink, drink, ooh yeah. Drink, drink, ooh yeah. Drink, drink, ooh yeah. Drink, drink, ooh yeah.
Here comes Al McFeast live.
Alana Hill is a Melbourne fashion designer showing in Sydney's Fashion Week. What does this mean to her? What does she do? And when the option is staying at home in a pink fluffy tracksuit pantsuit, does it really matter? Let's find out all this and more when we speak to Alana Hill. Lovely to meet you. Lovely to sit down.
How you going, Elle?
I'm very well, thanks, Alana. How are you?
Off my head.
Off your face?
Off my head.
Really? What have you been doing? You haven't been in the green room, have you?
Oh, I've been doing a bit of a chopper read in the green room.
Really?
Drinking. No, I haven't really. It's fine.
We should have got Nita to breathalyse you on the way in there.
I'm off my head Fashion Week. It's just been extraordinary.
What is it like? Tell us what it's like.
Well, the more stressed I got, the bigger my hair got. Yes. So I couldn't actually fit through the door last week because it was so huge. And when I get tense, I tease up even higher. So you can see tonight I'm a little bit tense. But I'm looking forward to Fashion Week, actually.
What exactly does it mean to you as a designer?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. It means the world to me, Elle. It means everything to me. No, look, I'm really excited because...
You have been doing a chopper read in the green room, quite frankly.
I find it
if you're watching, my friend, little buddy, g'day.
He's ruined your life. He ruined your life.
I never thought my life would end up just to be a chapter in one of his books. Anyway.
I must say, you look absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you. And if looks could count, if looks could kill, I should say, there'd be a massacre. Anyway, tell me, Alana.
Well, yes.
Fashion Week. What is the fashion industry like? What is the Australian fashion industry like?
It's very bitchy.
No.
It is. It's very competitive.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah. And I think if you don't take it that seriously, you can just play around with it and it's fine. But,
like what sort of thing? Like, are you bitchy?
Bitchy.
Are you really bitchy?
So bitchy.
Really?
Biggest bitch of them all.
Really?
I try hard not to be.
Yeah.
But as soon as I walk off from someone, I think bad things about them. Like when I walk out of here now, I think, oh dear.
She's so fat.
She shouldn't have worn that top.
Yeah.
She shouldn't have worn that frock.
So when you
Her hair should have been more teased. She should have worn a tiara.
Yeah.
She should have had some sparkle on her cheeks. I'm in the Diet Coke Ready to Wear show, which is on Friday at midday.
Right.
All the overseas buyers and editors from all the fashion magazines are here.
Who brings them out?
Spin. Now, how
does this work?
Well, Spin are extraordinary. They have got so much hype happening for them that...
This is the organisation that have actually put on Fashion Week.
Yes, a rather tall man called Locke, Simon Locke.
Yes.
Very attractive, very nice.
Yes, single?
He wears a lovely suit, he drives a lovely Mercedes.
Single?
I think he's got a wife and 2 kiddies.
Ah, right, perfect.
But I think he's perfect. I think he's perfect for you, Elle.
Yes.
He puts it on, and I think he actually pays the overseas buyers and magazine people to come out. And they stay in a very exclusive hotel, and they come and see the shows. They've got about $1 squillion to spend, and they're looking for new talent.
And does it work?
And I'm going to be their new talent.
Oh, you're going to be their new talent?
They're going to love me.
And what is your collection like? Is it like this?
The shoe, the tight, the frock, the top. It's very, very sort of vintage. It's shabby chic.
Shabby chic?
It's called shabby chic.
Is this the new look? This is nice?
Vintage shabby chic.
Right.
Which is sort of oldie-worldy with a touch of class, with a touch of glamour, with a touch of Millie Molly Mandy, Pippi Longstocking. Anything. I thought it's good.
They're very good. Yeah, they are. Very good.
Very attractive men.
That's not available. Did you want to meet someone? Which one were you looking at in particular?
That one at the front with the glasses. I love a man in glasses.
Did you want to meet him?
Bring him up. Bring him up.
It's you. I'm sorry. This man here, what's your name?
Richard.
Richard, and Richard is
Sit here, Dick.
Actually, they call me Big Dick.
Well, I love a big dick. Shake my hand.
How do you do?
Lovely to meet you.
Sorry, I forgot your name.
Alana.
Alana.
You would get rid of him? How could you forget Dick? Now, Alana, when women are dressing themselves, are they dressing for themselves or are they dressing for their dicks?
Well, I dress for myself.
Right.
I dress for myself and all the girls that work in my store.
Right.
Because I love to go in and look nice and pretty, and I'm a little bit disappointed in Dick's costume. I think Dick should have actually worn a suit.
Oh,
I don't know what you think you're doing wearing that sort of thing.
Well, I thought I'd come smart casual, you know.
A boxer short and underpant. What have you got on?
Sorry, I I'd have to think about that. Just not possible.
Let's have a look. I'd like to see.
Not on live TV.
I think he's got knout on. I think he's wearing knout.
No, I don't think he's got knout, because if he had knout, he'd be chafing, would you not?
Oh, yes.
Have you got Red Bull?
I hate chafing.
You haven't got Red Bull?
I just need to ask, Alana, before you go any further, as a woman, fashion designer, do you ever feel like you're at a disadvantage by not being a gay man?
Not at all, darling, except people do think I'm a little bit of a tranny sometimes. They love me at the gay clubs. I think, oh, she looks fabulous. She's such a great transvestite.
I want an operation just like hers. Thank you, Dick, for joining us. And thank you, Alana Hill. Would you thank them both?
Thank you.
If you could stay there. I'll fix you. We've got... Perhaps just cool off a little bit, go back to the Seymour Brothers, shall we? Mark and Nick have got a Simon and Garfunkel classic. It's called Richard Corey. Make them welcome once again.
Richard Corey owns one half of this old town. The political connections, he spread his wealth around. Born into society, a banker's only child. He had everything a man could want, power, grace and style. Oh, but I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Corey. Well, the papers print his picture almost everywhere he goes. Richard Corey at the opera, Richard Corey at a show, and the rumors of his parties and the orgies on his yacht. Oh, he surely must be happy with everything that he's got. Oh, but I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Corey. I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be, oh, I wish that I could be Richard Corey. He freely gave to charity, he had the common touch, and they were grateful for his patronage, and they thanked him very much. So my mind was filled with wonder when the evening headlines read, Richard Corey went home last night and put a bullet in his head. Oh, but I work in his factory, and I curse the life I'm living, and I curse my poverty, and I wish that I could be, oh, 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 I wish that I could be, yeah, Richard Corey.
parcel. Oh, thank you very much, Mark. Well, crikey. Simon and Garfunkel. Who's Simon? Who's Garfunkel? Spill it.
He's Garfunkel. He's the one who keeps disappearing all the time.
Is that what he did? He used to disappear?
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
He never spoke of himself in the third person either, like Paul Simon always does.
What do you mean?
Paul Simon always refers to himself as Paul Simon.
Oh, crikey. He's that much
he's a New Yorker. He's been in therapy for years.
Is therapy an important thing to do if you're going to be creative?
I've tried it.
Yeah, what did you reckon?
Oh, I got a referral from the drummer. Doug, Hunters and Clever's drummer, referred me to a shrink once.
Oh, you should go and see someone.
He was a graduate of the same medical school.
Did it work?
I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it.
Years ago. You have to find the right person, I assume. To anyone that you're going to talk to, you have to find the right
I was wondering what we were going to talk about when we got up here.
I had no idea
myself. Got to a flying start.
Yeah, we do. Are you two very similar?
You're freezing already, you see. It's the therapy thing.
Are you similar?
No, not really.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Sort of.
That's why it works.
Well, have you... Is this the first time you guys have actually worked together professionally?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, he was in Crowded House and I'm...
He was in Hunters and Collectors. We played on same stages, but not at the same time. Although you got up with us a couple of times.
We always went first.
I got up with...
And didn't you love him for that? It was dreadful.
No.
No, what was it like, though? What was it like?
Well, I've gotten over my bitterness.
We're actually, I think we're old and mature enough, to sort of not be as precious about that stuff as we possibly were. I think we were challenged by competitiveness to actually
young boys
try to achieve greatness, possibly as musicians. I don't know.
And you both have.
Well,
yeah.
I reckon you're pretty good.
You both have. Will you two stick around for Tell Elle so we can discuss everybody else's problem and impart our psychiatric knowledge upon everybody else?
Happening thing.
Mark and Nick Seymour, everybody. Give them a hand.
What price are you prepared to pay for a new organ? Have you been abusing your body at all lately?
Have I?
Yeah.
I got on the drink Friday night.
Oh, crikey. $37,250 could buy you a new liver.
Right.
Would you consider this, sir?
I suppose, what, do you think I should start paying off for the future, or what?
I think you better save up if you're going to go and get blotto every Friday night. Which part do you think might need replacing on you?
Probably a new brain might.
It is illegal too. How would you smuggle a lung back into the country?
I don't know. I know there's people that do it.
You could put it in a condom and swallow it, I suppose, too. It's one way of smuggling organs. Swallow a stomach. $37,000 to buy a new heart or liver. Would you be prepared to pay that sort of money?
Not really.
No. You'd just rather die?
Yep.
Excellent.
Mr. Warren, welcome to Tell Elle. We have our panel of experts willing to dispense their most personal advice to you and help you out in your time of need. Of course, Mikey Robbins, we have Mark Seymour, Nick Seymour, Natasha Stotter-Spoyer, and Alana Hill. Would you please welcome our panel? We've just... In Fashion Week, our first is from, it's from Heathmont in Victoria, from someone called, it's from Anita. And she says, my husband, oh dear. A query. My husband has man breasts. He enjoys stimulation. He enjoys stimulation of this area during sex. But I'm really turned off by his lack of flat-chestedness. I don't necessarily want him to have bulging pecs, but I would like to feel a little hardness up top. Well, should be grateful for where you get it. I have tried polite jokes about training bras and other comments. even a straightforward expression of preference for his previous flat chest. If he keeps growing at this rate, by 40 he'll be a D cup. How do I get him to take notice? Thanks. Alana.
She should kill him. He needs to die very slowly. She should just love him. Oh, she's being very mean. He's probably very sweet.
This is two women caught inside the same body, or maybe... Mikey, what do you reckon about that one?
Well, I reckon the best bit is really strong gaff tape around the side and just... I mean, so what you'll actually get is they'll go there, I'll get pulled around the back and you'll have two sets of buttocks. You'll have bottom buttocks and top buttocks. Which is... well, that whole thing about fiddling with a man's breast, I think it's one of the great lies of Cleo and Cosmo in the 80s. Men's nipples, women, if you're listening or watching, they're not sensitive. Look, nothing! Nothing! You're going to do with a man do that stuff? Nothing!
Is that...
Come on, look! Nothing!
Listen, I think we best move on to the next one. Do you think white shoes are ready for a comeback? Well, it depends if you want to develop in Queensland. What do you think? Mark, white shoes?
I haven't got any.
No?
They're very geriatric. I was thinking about getting some. My wife won't let me buy them.
She rules the fashion roost.
Yeah, she tells me what to wear.
I love a white shoe.
Yeah?
They're very big in the Democrats.
Are they? For when you all get together and go bowling. 10-pin bowling. All right, Mikey, white shoes?
White shoes, well, once again for the old, yeah, but only if they throw in a free to pend as well.
Right. Okay. As a tax-paying member of the Australian community, I'm very concerned by the lack of fashion awareness showed in the Green Chamber. To spice things up a little, I think that Peter Costello needs some serious fashion advice for the budget. Help me cope with budget boredom. What do we think of Peter Costello?
No one's ever going to match Paul Keating.
Oh, you like the old Xenia.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Well, you know,
Does the suit
someone may
make-
emerge in the future who
Would
will
you
eclipse him,
wore
but...
that fantastic dress coat? Did you see him in that?
Dress?
He wore a dress coat. It was a coat, it was a dress, it was sort of everything.
Like a frock coat.
It was a frock coat. I've seen you in a frock coat looking very nice.
Yes, you remember me as an older boy, don't you?
See, well, I don't know about you, but, you know, I think Costello, I think something backless, strapless. Or strap on, I don't know.
I think you're thinking of Alexander Downer. Now, what were you going to say about that? What do you think of the old dress sense in Parliament, Natasha?
Oh, I think it's, oh gosh. Well, it's not exactly very exciting. I'm glad they said the Green Chamber, whereas in the Red Chamber, I mean, the difference is because there's more women. So you see these sort of flashes of colour on the television screen. But I think Costello in a skivvy.
That's just Amanda Vanstone.
I mean,
I'm sorry, but those clothes are being designed by colourblind people on acid. They're purple, black, red. Oh, what the hell, Amanda? What's gaffer tape a couple of tablecloths together?
Do you find her an attractive woman, Mark? Mandy?
Amanda Vanstone.
No.
Oh. Well, how would you redress her, Alana?
I would put her in a little bit of lace.
Really?
Yes, and a little bit of a velvet trim, a little fishnet. Very much like myself. I dress her like me.
Actually, no.
I don't think she can go wrong with that.
Mind you, as a large person, I must say, when a fishnet does get that big, you'll often get a dolphin and a tuna.
Little cheerio to Amanda.
I'm in the green room.
Hello, Amanda. Should there be a deduction from taxable income for hospital insurance? Wouldn't that reverse the trend away from taking cover? That's one for you. Should there be a deduction from taxable income for hospital insurance?
She's obviously on a drug, the woman that wrote that.
Natasha, it's a serious question.
Well, either that, or, you know, if you were going to change parties, would you do it the way Cheryl did it?
I think I'll take the first question.
Okay, fine.
I won't be changing parties. But
All right, fine.
This is a policy
What
that
if you
both
get
the old
to
parties
40?
like, the idea of a rebate. If I get to 40,
Yeah.
And you're 40. God, I'm not going to be in politics when I'm 40.
Oh, okay.
Get alive.
See what you mean? Like, I think there should be a rebate, but I think you should have to hand in the organ that you've lost.
Yes.
Like, turn up the, the Medicare counter. Here's the liver I don't need. Can I have $80?
No, we should be putting $1 billion worth of infrastructure into our hospitals so that we actually have a good public health system.
Have you been to a hospital lately, Mikey?
Yes, but just to watch.
That's about all we have time for this evening. Would you please thank our panel, Mikey, Mark, Nick, Natasha and Alana for joining us this evening. And if you've got a problem, such as this, the one with the man breasts, just pour it out and pop it in an envelope and Nina will give you the address. Thank you, Nina.
Thank you, Elle. If you would like to whinge, then whinge very publicly and send it to Tell Elle, Locked Bag 2222, Crow's Nest, New South Wales 2065. Back to you, Elle.
Thank you very much, Nina. Next week, McFeast Live, 10:05 on Monday night. We have to go because guess what? It's time for the soccer. But to take us out once again, we have the Nida Singers with a little song for Peter Costello. Would you make them very welcome with We Beseech Thee, the Nida Singers. Singers, National Institute of Dramatic Art. You know what they're training to be? Waiters. Yeah. Do you reckon Peter Costello lacks sex appeal? Yeah. I know, that's what they said. Yeah, I know, but you thought Billy McMahon was a stud. I know you did. I don't think there's anything sexy about being treasurer. No. Can you imagine? Taxes, lower, lower. Yeah. Now the hospitals have got a new scheme. It's bring your own Band-Aids. All right. I'll catch up with you. Okay, bye.
Power to the pussy now.
If you'd like to be in the audience for McFeast Live next Monday night, please call tomorrow morning after 9 o'clock on 9906 6855 or 9906 8407.